Pioneers are explorers. Pioneers are innovators. Pioneers are leaders. We are Marietta College. We are pioneers. Find out how you can become a PIO at www.marietta.edu.
Poland, NATO say missile strike wasn't a Russian attack.
7 children and drivers still hospitalized after school bus crash.
We'll have these stories and more. NewsCenter 15 starts now. Good afternoon and welcome to Wednesday's edition of NewsCenter 15. I'm Declan Garrett.
And I'm Marissa Jarina.
Topping our news this afternoon. NATO members, Poland, and the head of the military alliance both said Wednesday a missile strike in Polish farmlands that killed 2 people did not appear to be an international attack, and that air defenses in neighboring Ukraine likely launched the Soviet-era projectile against a Russian bombardment that savaged its power grid. Ukraine's defense was launching their missiles in various directions, and it is highly probable that one of these missiles unfortunately fell on Polish territory, said Polish President Andrzej Duda. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, to suggest that it was an intentional attack on Poland.
A Texas inmate seeking to stop his execution claims of religious freedom violations and indifference to his medical needs is scheduled for Wednesday evening for killing his pregnant ex-girlfriend and her 7-year-old son more than 17 years ago. Stephen Barbie, 55, is scheduled to receive a lethal injection at the state penitentiary in Huntsville. He was condemned for the February 2005 deaths of Lisa Underwood, 34, and her son Jaden. Both were suffocated at their home in Fort Worth. They were later found buried in a shallow grave in nearby Denton County.
Hey, I wonder what the weather looks like today.
Looking over to you, Cole.
Hey everybody, so here's what we got today in weather. So currently when we came into the studio, we were getting a little snow flurry, so that's going on campus in the MOV. It's currently 39, although with the wind chill and everything, it feels like 32, cloudy today. UV is pretty moderate, air quality is really high, and pollen count is low. We have had some precipitation the past couple days, so that's contributing to that. Like I said, we do have a little bit of wind coming and humidity is 73%. The sunrise was 10 after 7 this morning and sunset will be 10 after 5. So days are definitely getting shorter and we are seeing temperature drops and potentially our first daytime snow today. So, enjoy the weather and we have Thanksgiving and Christmas looking forward to. So back to you guys at the desk.
Virginia McLaurin, the centenarian who danced with excitement during a 2016 visit with President Barack Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama at the White House, has died at the age of 113. Rest in peace, Virginia, the Obamas wrote Tuesday on Twitter. We know you're up there dancing. A viral video accompanied the post showing McLaurin's White House visit during a Black History Month reception in February 2016 when she was 106.
7 children and a driver were injured when a Kentucky school bus crashed over at an embankment and landed on its side. They remain hospitalized with varying injuries, while another 11 children were treated at hospitals and released, according to the statement from Magoffin County Schools. The bus crashed Monday morning in rural Kentucky, sending 18 children and the driver to hospitals with injuries ranging from minor to severe. Students from elementary age through high school were aboard the bus en route to classes when the crash happened on a state highway near Saylorsville in eastern Kentucky.
Coming up, a bar in Wyoming hosted an attempt to break the world record for the longest beer chain.
Stay with us.
Hey, this is Kevin Love from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right now, many of us feel anxious. Mindfulness can help you ease those feelings. My nonprofit is partnering with Headspace to offer free content to help you stress less. Head to kevinlovefund.org/headspace.
Here's to the straggly ones, the first ones. But hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones, and the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
Steve Jobs sandals have been sold for nearly $220,000, according to an auction house. Jobs and Steve Wozniak co-founded Apple in 1976. The well-used brown suede Birkenstocks, dating in the mid-1970s, set a record for the highest price ever paid for a pair of sandals, according to Julian's Auctions.
Indonesia signed deals with international leaders and major nations on Tuesday that will bring billions of dollars in funding to help the country increase its use of renewable energy and reduce its reliance on coal. The $20 billion agreement was announced on the sidelines of the Group of 20 summit in Bali, Indonesia.
A bar in Wyoming hosted an attempt to break the world record for the longest beard chain. Men got together and clipped their beards together and created a 150-foot chain. This broke the Guinness World Record, and the last time it was set was in 2007.
A man in North Carolina is celebrating a $250,000 win on a lottery ticket. Billy Pruitt bought his second ever ticket from a store in Shelby, North Carolina, a scratch-off ticket, and won the prize.
Coming up, rising food costs take a bite out of Thanksgiving dinner.
We'll also get the latest news from Hollywood.
And we'll take a look at our extended forecast, so stay with us.
Where are we?
We are at Marietta College.
This is where we live at Marietta College.
When kids need medical care, they face life-changing experiences. They miss out on the things that make being a kid fun. Starlight Children's Foundation programs entertain and inspire hospitalized kids. Learn more at starlight.org.
Marietta, a place some people call home.
A place of athletes.
A place of discovery.
A place for the future.
Your plan.
Your future.
Go Pios.
In early November, Hayes Colbreth's mother sent a poll to a few family members. She said she could only afford to make 2 sides for their group of 15 this Thanksgiving and asked them each to vote for their favorites. Colbreth guesses green beans and macaroni and cheese will make the cut, but his favorite sweet potato casserole with a brown sugar crust will not. Talk about Thanksgiving being ruined, joked Colbreth, 27, a financial planner from Knoxville, Tennessee. Americans are bracing for a costly Thanksgiving this year, with double-digit % increases in the price of turkey, potatoes, stuffing, canned pumpkin, and other staples. The U.S. government estimates food prices will be up 9.5 to 10.5% this year. Historically, they've risen only 2% annually.
Michelle Obama says it helps to focus on what you can control when you feel out of control. Among the things she could control during the death and isolation of the pandemic, the racial unrest and threats to democracy were her spools of yarn and her knitting needles. She labels such thinking the power of small, and she writes in her new book, The Light We Carry, Overcoming in Uncertain Times, that by focusing on a small task like knitting, she was able to get through the worry, anxiety, and stress of the past few unsettling years.
This is our last regular newscast of the semester, and with the end of each semester, we say goodbye to some of our seniors. In our studio today, we have 2 awesome producers, Cole Longcore and Gavin Long, who are both graduating.
Cole Longcore has worked with all of Marietta College's student media during his time here and is currently serving, among other things, as station manager for WCMO TV. Cole is a double major in political science and journalism with a minor in leadership studies. Cole is involved with a multitude of organizations on the Marietta campus and has recently done study abroad in Germany. In fact, he did 6 European countries in 6 weeks. Cole is thankful for Linda Lockhart and Gamma Persucci. Cole is undecided about what he wants to do after college, but has offers with the CIA and a master's program.
Gavin is a broadcasting and journalism major and is a part of the men's soccer team here at the college. Gavin is thankful for his parents, the Harris and Check family, Marilee Morrow and Lori Smith. Gavin, post-college, is undecided about either going to graduate school or continuing with broadcasting. We would like to thank them all for the hard work they have put into the newscasting over their years here at Marietta College. Beyonce's name will be said more than any other artist when the nominations are read at next year's Grammy Award, and Salma Hayek has 2 big projects coming up.
Here's Landon with the Hollywood Minute.
Thank you very much. Well, Beyonce's album, Breaking My Soul, is up for both Record of the Year and Song of the Year at the 2023 Grammy Awards. The singer topped all other performers with 9 nominations, which ties her with husband Jay-Z as the most nominated artists in Grammy history. The awards will be handed out on February 5th. In other news, here's your first look at Magic Mike's Last Dance. The threequel reunites Channing Tatum with director Steven Soberdu, who directed the original film, and co-star Salma Hayek. Magic Mike's Last Dance begins February 10th. Salma Hayek is also starring in an animated film. Her voice is alongside the voice of Antonio Banderas in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. The sequel arrives 11 years after the original Puss in Boots film. The cat's out of the bag on December 21st. Though if you don't want to wait that long, the Regal Cinema at the Grand Central Mall across the Ohio River will be doing a special screening the day after Black Friday on Saturday, November 26th. That's all in the world of entertainment. I'm Landon Santini. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Landon. Now we'll head back to Cole Longcore for a look at our extended forecast.
How's it look out there, Cole?
Hey guys, so as you can see, we do have some snow and precipitation moving down through the Great Lakes, and we did have some rain in the past, so that's why the humidity is a little up and everything with all the past precipitation. We do have some snow moving in our way. As I said when we were walking into the studio this morning, there were some light flurries. Right now it's pretty clear and we don't expect anything heavy throughout the day, but be prepared depending on what cloud you're under. Looking at our extended forecast, we have Thursday, a high of 37, low of 27, mostly cloudy, so temperatures are really cooling off. Friday, highs only 35, low is 22, partially sunny though, so at least there's that. Moving on to Saturday, we have a high of 35, low of 20, and some partly cloudy conditions. Sunday, we have a high of 32 and a low of 21, mostly sunny conditions. And moving on to Monday, we have a high of 42, low of 24, mostly sunny. So we are experiencing some cooler temperatures coming up, although it looks like most of the precipitation from last week is behind us, so at least there's that. So stay warm and stay dry, and I'll be back with another look at the weather at the end of the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Cole. When we come back, Isabel will join us with an update from the world of sports.
See you in a few.
James Brown and Bill Cowher welcoming you back to the Midnight Snack Run. This is one tricky obstacle course. He's reaching, but he pushes it away. He's approaching a plate of iced cookies. He blows right by him. Oh, the fridge. Looks like he's headed for the soda. Wait, he jukes left, grabs a water bottle. Now he's just got to get out of there. Look what dropped from the sky. Don't do it, Dennis. That's the way you execute a Midnight Snack Run. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Marietta College, home of the pioneers. A small town on the Ohio River with a tight-knit community and tons of opportunity. Find a home here at Marietta College. Bring forth a pioneer.
What are we gonna do? Ta-da! All right. Come on, every pony. Woo! Liza, I just love how ponies are better together.
Me too. You know, same thing with Girl Scouts, Kimiko. Every day they make each other shine a little brighter.
And they make the world around them a better place. So join Girl Scouts.
And be a part of the friendship and magic.
Now we're back with Isabel for a look at sports.
What's been going on in the world of sports, Isabel?
I can give you the rundown now. Terry Francona of the Cleveland Guardians and Buck Showalter of the New York Mets trace their beginnings as major league managers to a time when starting pitchers still threw complete games. Defensive shifts were rare, and stats like WAR, WHIP, OPS, and FIP weren't part of the baseball's everyday lingo. Times have changed, but the veteran skippers keep winning games. Francona and Showalter were voted Manager of the Year on Tuesday night, improving their already sparkling resumes. Ron Rivera and Washington are making a habit of shocking undefeated teams. For the second time in 3 seasons, Rivera took a Washington team with a losing record on the road to hand an undefeated team its first loss of the season. The Commanders, who entered the game with a 45 record, went to a Philadelphia and handed the Eagles their first loss following an 8-0 start with a 32-21 victory Monday night. The victory came 2 years after Rivera led a 4-7 Washington team to a 23-17 victory at 11-10 Pittsburgh. The University of Virginia canceled its final home football game of the season Wednesday, the same day a student accused of killing 3 members of the team and wounding 2 other students in an on-campus shooting was due in court for its first hearing. Crater's decision to launch itself into hosting the 2022 World Cup was head-scratcher from the start. While some wondered, would a Middle Eastern kingdom with fewer than 3 million people, little soccer tradition, want to host the sport's biggest event? Skeptics say the country wanted to use the prestige of the World Cup, which starts Sunday, to remake its image as an oil producer with few international connections and a shaky human rights record. They viewed the move, which will cost the country some $220 billion, as a classic case of sports washing, using sports as a forum to cast a country or company as different than many people perceive. For all that's now I have in the world of sports, I'm Isabel Poling. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Isabel. Joining us now at the desk is Cole Lonker for the last look at the weather.
Yeah, guys, so first daytime snow flurries here on campus and temperatures are cooling off. Although the good news is it does look like most of the precipitation of last week is behind us. So while it might be cooling off, at least we do have some drier conditions out there for us today. And yeah, this is our last newscast of the semester. Typical news class, we do have a special coming up later on this week. And we do have some seniors graduating as well as Thanksgiving break coming up. So a lot going on campus.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for our Wednesday edition of WCMO TV, Channel 15 at 12:30 and 6:30. From all of us here at the station, we wish you a great rest of the week.